Dear students, आज गोटे आम इम्पोर्टाट क्लास करवा क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन क्लास 10 क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन क्लास 10 बहुत इम्पोर्टाट मोस्ट इम्पोर्टाट and interesting also easy also come to the class. Okay, quadratic equation. What is a quadratic equation? Quadratic equation a equation in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 where a not equal to 0. This is the condition. This is the condition. First you understand what is a quadratic equation and what is this condition. If suppose it will be 0, a b c belongs to real numbers and a not equal to 0. What happens if a equal to 0? Suppose a will be 0, then this term will be 0. Well, what will be the equation? Bx plus c. It is not a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation means x to the power 2. X to the power 2, it is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. If x to the power is not 2, it is not a quadratic equation. So if this term will be 0, then next bx plus c, it is not a quadratic equation. That's why this condition is given to you. This condition is given to you, a not equal to 0. If b and c will be 0, b and c, about b and c, nothing is told. Suppose b is 0, then this term will be 0. Equation what will be? Ax square plus c. It is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. If c will be 0, then a x square plus bx is equal to 0. This term will be 0. Then it is also quadratic equation. That's why b and c may be 0, may not be 0. So but a must not be 0. Must not be 0. This is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation in this form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Standard form of it is standard form. Standard form of a quadratic equation. So how to solve the quadratic equation? How to solve the quadratic equation? There are two methods to solve this type of a quadratic equation. Two methods. One is factorization method. Factorization. Number two, Sridhar Acharya Pranali. Sridhar Acharya method. Sridhar Acharya method. So what is this? What is this? Then come to factorization method and Sridhar Acharya method. Sridhar Acharya method. What is this? Factorization method. Come to factorization method. Factorization method means middle term splitting. You know, in the previous classes, factorization in the class 9, middle term splitting. You have to split ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You have to split this method. You have to split this method. How to split the middle term? This is most important. You listen. How to split this term? You selected two numbers. You selected two numbers, x or y. You selected two numbers whose product is equal to AC and their sum is equal to B. You split the middle term by this way. You selected two numbers to split the middle term. Their product will be the product of A and C. A is the coefficient of x square and C is the constant. So you product of this SC. So AC will be the x into y. You have taken the two numbers. And the x plus y will be equal to the B, which is coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. Suppose I am taking an example for you better understand. So take one example. Suppose example 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. You come here. A, this is A, this is B, and this is C. This is C. AC is equal to plus 2 plus 1. So AC is equal to what? Not 2. It is 2. AC is equal to AC. Hela 2. AC hela 2. B kete thi? Na B is equal to minus 3. Minus 3. B is equal to minus 3 and SC is equal to 2. B is equal to minus 3. You take two numbers. which is most important, you take two numbers such that their product will be 2 and their addition will be -3. You select from yourself two numbers. You take two numbers, suppose -2 and -1. -2 and -1. This product is 2 plus 2 -1 into -2 into -1. Product is 2. And their addition is -2 plus -1. Your product addition is -3. Addition is -3. So these two numbers are suitable. So you split this term. How? Now 2x square minus 2x minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. देखो এটা split হয়ে গেল minus 3x is equal to minus 2x minus x. 3 হয়ে গেল their product equal to SC. Product equal to SC. You take common 2x SC. এই দুইটা টার্ম কমন হয়ে যায় 2x x minus 1 minus 1 কমন হয়ে যায় x minus 1 is equal to 0 is equal to 0. x minus 1 common is x minus 1 x minus 1. You take common from here x minus 1 then 2x minus 1 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 or 2x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 by 2. So x is equal to 1 or 1 by 2. The value of x 1 or 1 by 2. You find out finally. You solve this question and find out this is called roots of the equation এই যে ইকুয়েশনটা আমি নেলে the quadratic equation. গোটে quadratic equation को solve करले always you find it two values of x. Two values of x. That two values of x is known as roots of the equation. Okay, it is 1 and 1 by 2. If you put the value of x in this equation, the equation will be 0. And if you put the value of x 1 by 2, then the equation will be 0. Yes, that is called the solution of the equation. Okay. Suppose you test it, certify this. You have to certify this. In your examination may come solve this question by factorization method and satisfy the equation. What do you find? X is equal to 1 or 1 by 2. You put x here 1, 2x square minus 3 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Is equal to कितना फाइन बाहर करिए. What is the value of this LS side? 2 1 square 1 into 2 minus 3 plus 1. तो ये वाला 3 minus 3 is equal to 0 is equal to RS. हमें LS जैसे नहीं प्रूव कर ले. LS side को नहीं की हमें प्रूव कर ले. So we find out the right side. Okay. You solve this question. Similarly, if you take the value of x is equal to 1 by 2, if you take the value of x by 2, then you can find out the equation will be 0. This is the method of factorization method. Okay. Another method is Sridhar Acharya Pranali. Sridhar Acharya method, which is most important for your class. In your examination, your quadratic equation, to solve the quadratic equation, this step by this method question may arise and its nature of roots discriminate. In the next class, I will go details through Sridhar Acharya method. You wait for the next class, and which is most important, I will send you the next class. Okay, what I studied, what I told you, that is factorization method and Sridhar Acharya method in the next class. Okay.